G'day everyone, just thought I would put a quick update video on. I took a whole video of my, I guess, gaming den downstairs here at my place a few weeks back, and put the whole room tour up. Everybody's been really positive about that, so that's really awesome, but I've made a couple of changes, some just little minor touches and one, I guess, major upgrade since that video, so I just thought I would update with a fresh video just to detail what's different. So I guess the first thing is, in the original video, I had a 27-inch 2560 by 1440 Acer Predator monitor. It was the XB271HU. I sold that and decided to try out ultra wide. That seemed to be the thing to try. So went ahead and bought the Acer Predator X34. Got rid of the 27-inch version, went to ultra wide, and basically I absolutely love it. I think it was a major upgrade. The Acer Predator 27-inch I had before was the fourth one I've had that are like that, like the high refresh rate 1440p monitors. So it was kind of, I mean, it was still amazing, but I kind of felt like I wanted to try ultra wide after everybody was saying it was so good. You've got to try one, blah blah blah. So took the leap, got the X34, and absolutely am totally in love with it. It's kind of hard to put into words. Like it's a major step up from what I had previously. It's probably the best way to explain it is, first time I went from 1080p 60 hertz to 1080p 120 hertz. That was a massive step up. Same as the first time I went from 1080p to 1440p. Again, that was a big step up. It's a similar big step up when you go from 1440p high refresh rate to ultra wide high refresh rate, and I couldn't be happier. I haven't watched any movies on there. I've only watched a couple of YouTube like movie trailers in 21:9 ratio, and it's just incredible. The distance you sit away from it, which is just there, basically is enough to pretty well fill your entire field of vision, basically, when you're sitting in front of it. So I'm absolutely over the moon with it. I couldn't be happier. But I think I'm probably going to need to get a bigger desk. I knew it was going to be a problem. That's kind of why I didn't jump on the ultra wide earlier. You can kind of see the space that I'm working with here. It's pushed everything out wide and kind of closer to the front. The back of the monitor is sitting just on the very edge of the desk, and it's got those legs that pop out quite wide at the front, so it's pushed everything close to the front edge. Like, for example, the mouse pad there, I actually had to trim some of that off. That's butted hard up against that leg there, and it's still got a tiny bit of overlap, which doesn't matter. I can't feel it, but it just shows that I'm a bit light on space, I guess, there. So I think I might try and look into a desk that's probably got a bit more width to it. I can't really go an L-shaped desk because I've got those two subs down there, unless it goes over, I suppose, but that's probably not ideal. It would be rattling stuff, whatever's on it. So maybe I just need something a bit deeper and slightly wider, which is, I mean, there's plenty of width there, so I could probably go with that. But that's probably the major upgrade since I filmed the original video. So super stoked about that. There's only just a couple of minor things over here. If you've seen the other video, you'll be familiar with that. It's probably, I mean, you've probably watched the other video before watching this one. If not, you can go back and watch it and it'll probably make more sense. Obviously, there's the X34 box, which I've just got sitting there. It's a gigantic box. The reason it's so big is it actually comes fully assembled. You just pull it out of the box and sit it on the desk. You don't have to put the stand on or anything. It's ready to go. I picked up a G710 Plus mechanical keyboard for no other reason than the fact that it was really cheap. There was actually a store here locally that had a pricing error, so I dashed in and got one. I'm probably not likely to use it, but who knows? It's an awesome spare keyboard if I ever need it. So I got that. I think I had one Xbox Elite controller in the last video, but I picked up another one of those, and the reason I did that was, again, because I got a pretty good price on the second one, but I use it for PC a lot as well, and basically, as far as I'm aware, they're a Bluetooth controller, but it must use a different Bluetooth signal or address or whatever, but basically once you pair it to the Xbox One, you've got to repair it to the computer and vice versa. So you've got to repair it every time you go back and forth, which was I mean, it's not a big problem, but it was a little annoying, I suppose, to me to have to repair it every time I wanted to swap. So basically, I've got one. They're both set up exactly the same. Obviously, you can change the parts and whatnot. So physically, they're identical because that's the way I like it. But one's paired to the PC and one's paired to the Xbox. So I just grab whichever one I want to use and away I go. I don't have to worry about pairing. I added the rest. I mean, the rest of the display is pretty much the same. But I did find a toy gun here to set in my GoldenEye display. It's just a plastic gun. It's not even accurate. I mean, as far as a Bond gun goes, but in the last video it didn't have anything there, and I think I spoke about maybe getting something to put in there. So I just got that. It's actually only an $8 toy gun from a cheap toy store that was orange and blue, but I had to paint it to make it look good, and I think it actually came up pretty good. It looks semi-legit, so that's in there. The rest of it's all pretty much the same. The rest of the room's the same. I've shuffled the couches around because we had a bit of a game night last night, but I had one little drama. This PowerPoint decided to almost explode, so that was worrying. I mean, if there was any PowerPoint in the house to explode, probably would have been nice if it was something that wasn't running all of that. So, but anyway, Murphy's Law. I heard it fizzing and crackling, so I got it replaced straight away. So that was a little bit of a drama. No damage was done to anything, but it's just one of those things, I guess. So that's my quick update, even though it's about 7 minutes now. As I said in the first one, if you've got any questions or whatever, or you want to know my thoughts in more depth on that monitor or anything, just leave a comment or shoot me a message or whatever, and happy to talk about it. Alright, like last time, thanks for watching. Cheers, guys.